हेलो। हेलो।
हाँ हेलो।
हेलो मैम।
हाँ बोलो बोलो।
क्लास चल रही है?
नहीं नहीं, आई एम स्टार्टिंग। जस्ट अ सेकेंड। ठीक है, इज माई स्क्रीन विजिबल? गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन।
यस मैम।
ओके ओके
Evening, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it is visible.
ओके। So starting after long time. Okay, how many of you did my previous classes of surgery or FMT or rapid revision?
In rapid revision.
Rapid revision. Anyone from surgery or FMT? Is there anyone or everyone is new? Okay, ठीक है चलो। We will start pathology from today onwards. Okay. So our first chapter of discussion is cell injury and cellular adaptation. Let's start. First of all, introducing myself. Myself, Dr. Aditi Mahanto, Assistant Professor, Department of Pathology and Microbiology, PCM H Homeopathic Hospital and College, Kolkata. Okay, start.
Ma'am,
Bolo.
ma'am, I want to ask that this class will be regular or it's only for today?
No, no, it will. It is a regular basis class. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
I did messages in previous day. Every week,
Okay,
Tuesday and Wednesday, either from 6 or 7 p.m.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, we will cover the total pathology within 1.5 or 2 months. It will take time. If there is
But
two
it's
classes,
open for all.
no, it is paid class. Today, first class is open for all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, okay, ठीक है चलो. So first one is cell injury. Okay, what is that? Cell injury and the chapter name cellular adaptation. Okay, whenever anything, what is stress? What is stress? Stress is nothing but an influential, तुम ना जो पढ़े हो ना ऑर्गन में अवॉइडेबल नॉक्शियस इन्फ्लुएंस होता है ना, so that is the injurious material or the injurious agent that is toxic or harmful for our body that will try to cause cell injury. Okay, and cell will try to compensate the injury if the intensity or the power of the influential agent or the noxious agent is more than the survival power of the cell, then the cell will get damaged by that influential power. And if that power of the influential agent is less, then the cell will क्या करेंगे, cell will try to adapt the injury. Okay, so cell injury matlab it refers to the structural and functional changes that occur in the cell when they are exposed to harmful stimulus beyond their adaptive capacity. Okay, तो cell injury हो रहा है मतलब there is structural changes, also functional changes occurring in the cell. Why these changes? Because of exposure to harmful stimulus beyond their adaptive capacity. Okay, सेल जितना सह सकते हैं उसके ज्यादा, उससे भी ज्यादा पावरफुल कोई भी इंजूरियस एजेंट अगर इंज्योर करते हैं, then the cell will get dead. Okay, so cell injury is the state in which a cell lost its power or its ability to maintain the normal homeostasis due to exposure to physical, chemical, or infectious, or immunological, or genetic, or nutrient insult. Okay, so the causative organism or the harmful stimulus may be a physical, may be chemical, may be infectious, may be immunological, or genetic factor that causes cell injury. Okay, नाउ द आउटकम डिपेंड्स ऑन सेल इंजरी हो गया, उसके बाद क्या होगा, दैट विल डिपेंड्स ऑन सम फैक्टर. ओके, व्हाट आर द फैक्टर? द नेचर ऑफ इंजुरी. इफ द इंजुरी इज बहुत ज्यादा इंटेंसिफाइड कुछ इंजुरी हो गया, तो सेल विल गेट डैमेज मोर वायलेंटली. इफ द इंजुरी इज माइल्ड, द सेल इंजुरी विल बी माइल्ड लाइक दिस. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ एक्सपोजर, ओके, कितना देर तक एक्सपोजर हुआ है, ठीक है. if the duration of exposure is much, then the cell injury का जो effect है that will be more. if the duration is less, the effect will be less, like this. Severity of the injury, type of cell injured, okay. The most sensitive cell of our body to the injury is our neuron, okay. The nerve cell is most sensitive to any kind of injury, any kind of hypoxic condition, okay. Whereas the fibroblast or the skeletal muscle of our body is less, मतलब least resistant, मतलब they are resistant to cell injury, they are not that much sensitive like nerve cell, okay. So nerve cell is most sensitive to injury, and skeletal muscle or fibroblast is least sensitive to cell injury, okay. Cellular adaptive capacity, okay. So these are few factor जिसके ऊपर सेल इंजुरी का जो इफेक्ट है, आफ्टर इफेक्ट, दैट विल डिपेंड. हो गया. नेक्स्ट, type of cell injury. uh, cell injury is classified into two major types. What are they? One is reversible cell injury, another one is irreversible cell injury. Irreversible cell injury is also called cell death, okay. Irreversible cell injury is also called cell death. And within this irreversible cell injury, there is necrosis, apoptosis, gangrene, pyroptosis, ferroptosis, and many more are there, okay. So reversible cell injury matlab from where the cell can survive to its previous state, that is reversible. As per this name, reversible, reverse ho sakta hai. And another one is irreversible, matlab not reversible to previous state, that is irreversible. It is also called what? Cell death, okay. इसका क्या क्या टाइप हो सकता है, वैरायटी क्या क्या हो सकता है? नेक्रोसिस, एपोप्टोसिस, गैंग्रीन एंड मेनी मोर. आई विल डिस्क्राइब वन बाय वन, ओके. नेक्स्ट, नाउ कॉज और इटियोलॉजी ऑफ द सेल इंजुरी. सेल इंजुरी हो रहा है किसके वजह से, कॉज क्या क्या होते हैं? फर्स्ट वन इज हाइपोक्सिया and ischemia. This is the commonest cause. So it is an important MCQ. Commonest cause of cell injury or commonest cause of cell injury, that is hypoxia or ischemia, okay. There is, we know, in the blood vessels there is blood flow to the particular organ, okay. If there is any kind of blockage or any kind of injury, then the blood flow to that particular organ will be less, and blood carrying the oxygen, so oxygen supply along with blood supply to the particular area will be less. The organ will be more vulnerable to develop various condition after cell injury, okay. The organ will suffer from the consequences of the cell injury due to hypoxia, due to ischemia, okay. So this is the commonest cause of cell injury, hypoxia and ischemia. हाइपोक्सिया मतलब रिडक्शन इन ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई, किसके वजह से हो सकता है? ड्यू टू एनीमिया, ड्यू टू एनी काइंड ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी डिजीज, ड्यू टू कार्बन मोनोक्साइड पॉइजनिंग, हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड में भी हो सकता है. सो दीज आर फ्यू कॉज ऑफ हाइपोक्सिया, दैट मीन्स reduced oxygen supply, and this is due to ischemia, and that is the commonest cause of cell injury, okay. Now ischemia matlab reduction of the blood supply, okay. Reduced blood supply causing decreased oxygen and nutrient. Example किसमें होता है? Myocardial infarction, in case of stroke, gangrene, all these are conditions developed due to ischemia, due to lack of blood supply by any means, okay. So this is also a cause of cell injury, hypoxia and ischemia. Next is physical agent. Physical agent में क्या क्या हो सकता है? Example is like trauma, burn, frostbite, or any kind of radiation, electric shock, pressure changes, noise. All these are physical agents that may cause our cell injury, okay. Now chemical agent में, chemical agent like acid, alkali, heavy metal, cyanide poisoning or alcohol poisoning, chemotherapy drug, air pollutants, all these are few chemical agent or drugs that causes cell injury. Infectious agent के अंदर हो सकता है, it may be a bacteria, maybe virus, maybe fungus, parasite, anything. Immunological, like any kind of autoimmune disorder, allergic reaction, hypersensitivity, transplants rejections, all these are cause of cell injury. Nutritional imbalance, मतलब deficiency of protein, deficiency of any kind of vitamin, iron deficiency, this may causes injury. Okay, so among all of this, hypoxia and ischemia is the commonest cause. Now, the pathogenesis or mechanism of cell injury. Okay, pathogenesis or mechanism of cell injury. क्या होता है? The basic mechanism include ATP depletion. Okay, ATP is the adenosine triphosphate. The commonest mechanism of cell injury is depletion of ATP. Okay, MCQ. Commonest cause or commonest mechanism, not cause, commonest mechanism of cell injury is ATP depletion. क्यों होता है? Because of hypoxia, because of ischemia, because of any kind of mitochondrial change. These are causes. This causes depletion of the ATP, and this is the basic mechanism of cell injury. Got it? Now, इसका effect क्या हो सकता है? There may be failure of the sodium potassium ATP pump. If there is failure of sodium or potassium ATP pump, क्या होता है? सोडियम और पोटासियम पंप किस में रहता है? ओवर द सेल मेम्ब्रेन और प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर जो रहता है, ठीक है, सोडियम पोटासियम. इसका नॉर्मल फंक्शन क्या है? टू एलिमिनेट द सोडियम फ्रॉम द सेल आउट टू द आउटसाइड एंड enter the potassium into the cell. Okay, this is the normal sodium potassium pump का जो function होता है, to eliminate the sodium out and potassium को अंदर ले जाना. This is the basic function, and if this sodium potassium pump is getting damaged by any means, then इसका जो normal function that will hamper. Then क्या होगा? Sodium cannot be get out of the cell, so sodium will accumulate into the cell, and इसका जो function है क्या है? Water को attract करते हैं. Okay, so there is accumulation of the water inside the cell, and the cell will get swell. So that is a kind of hydropic changes. Okay, so this kind of thing can occur if there is failure of sodium potassium pump over the cell membrane or plasma membrane. Okay, now cell swelling जैसे मैंने बताया, decrease protein synthesis. We know the endoplasmic reticulum, two varieties of endoplasmic reticulum होता है, ठीक है. One is rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Among them, the rough endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for protein synthesis, and if by any means this endoplasmic reticulum or the other cell organelle get damaged, proper functioning क्या कर सकता है? नहीं ना. So the protein synthesis will get hampered. Okay, so rough endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for protein synthesis. याद रखना, rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, then there will be lactic acidosis. So all these are effect of cell injury due to ATP depletion, and this is the basic mechanism. Got it? Now, membrane damage. Okay, membrane damage मतलब it occurs the plasma membrane, mitochondrial membrane, or lysosomal membrane. Okay, so this kind of membrane can damage by any kind of cell injury. उसके वजह से क्या हो सकता है? There is leakage of enzyme, the cell content can be lost. Okay, loss of cell content, and ultimately the cell death. So due to damage of the membrane, the ultimate result can be this. Okay, ultimate result can be these types of things. Next, mitochondrial damage. Mitochondrial damage की वजह से क्या होता है? We know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Okay, so if there is damage to the mitochondria, there is reduced ATP production, and ultimately the cell will get damaged. Okay, because cell needs ATP for the survival. Okay, and if there is reduction of ATP production due to mitochondrial damage by cell injury, then the cell will not get proper nutrition to be survived, and ultimately it will cause cell death. That is irreversible cell injury. I have already said reversible and irreversible. Okay, जहाँ पे the cell cannot be come back to its previous state. That is irreversible cell injury. Ultimately leads to cell death. And Another one is increased reactive oxygen species. So these two are the effects of what? Effects of mitochondrial damage. Okay. Now, so all these are about irreversible cell injury. Now reversible cell injury. Reversible cell injury मतलब यहाँ पे भी cell injury हो रहा है, but the effect is like less than the irreversible. Cell can adapt to the injury. Cell can survive or cell can fight with that injurious agent. Okay, because the injurious agent का जो ताकत है, injurious agent का जो power है, that is that that the cell can survive. Okay, that with that power the cell can fight. So this is reversible cell injury, जहाँ पे where it occurs when the damaging stimulus is mild or removed in time. जैसे मैंने बताया कि the damaging stimulus is not that much harmful, is mild in case of reversible cell injury, and it will be severe और भी ज्यादा ताकतवर कहाँ पे? In case of irreversible cell injury. इसका पैथोजेनेसिस क्या है? More or less same like irreversible cell, but it is less injurious. Okay, it is mild. ATP depletion, sodium potassium pump failure, sodium accumulation, water influx, cell swelling, reduced protein synthesis, fat accumulation. Okay, and if there is removal of the injurious agent, the recovery may occur. But in case of irreversible, there is no recovery. Ultimate result is cell death. Okay. Now, morphological changes. सेल इंजरी हो गया, दो टाइप का हो गया, कैसे होता है वो पता चल गया. नाउ मॉर्फोलॉजिकल चेंज. सेल इंजरी की वजह से ऑर्गन को देखने कैसे होता है? देयर इज पेल ऑर्गन, एनी काइंड ऑफ ऑर्गन दैट मे इंक्रीज इन वेट and the consistency will be soft. So these are gross pathological or morphological changes of the injured cell or injured organ. माइक्रोस्कोपिकली अगर हम लोग देखें तो देर इज सेल स्वेलिंग, दैट इज हाइड्रोपिक चेंजेस भी बोलते हैं इसको. ठीक है, दिस इज एन एमसीक्यू. सेल स्वेलिंग और इसका और एक नाम है हाइड्रोपिक चेंजेस. ठीक है, दिस इज हाइड्रोपिक चेंजेस. याद रखना, हाइड्रोपिक चेंज इज मोस्ट कॉमन form of most common morphological form of reversible cell injury is hydropic changes. Okay, there are 4 type of morphological change in case of reversible cell injury. Among them, hydropic change is commonest. Got it? Hydropic change, fatty change, mucoid change, and hyaline change. These are 4 types of morphological change in case of reversible cell injury. Among these 4, hydropic change is कॉमनेस्ट वन. हाइड्रोपिक चेंज इज कॉमनेस्ट वन, जिसका और एक नाम है सेल स्वेलिंग. इसका और एक नाम भी है, दैट इज कॉल्ड क्लाउडी स्वेलिंग भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, नाउ दिस इज द कॉमनेस्ट मैनिफेस्टेशन. कैसे होता है? जैसे ऑलरेडी बताया कि वो जो प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर, सेल मेम्ब्रेन के ऊपर जो सोडियम पोटेशियम पंप होता है, नॉर्मली दैट फंक्शंस, एंड इफ देयर इज एनी काइंड ऑफ इंजुरी, द नॉर्मल फंक्शन गेट रिवर्स्ड एंड द सेल विल गेट swell due to accumulation of sodium. Okay, and there is vacuolated cytoplasm and appearance will be pale. So this is all about hydropic changes, commonest form of reversible cell injury, commonest morphological form of reversible cell injury. Next, fatty changes. इसका और एक नाम है steatosis. This is the second most common morphological change in case of reversible cell injury. ये आते हैं commonest organ to be affected due to this steatosis is liver. Okay, fatty liver होता है ना, usually देखा जाता है, heart, kidney. So these are few common organ that is affected due to fatty changes. इसका और एक नाम क्या है? Steatosis. Cause very common: alcohol intake, diabetes, obesity, malnutrition, hypoxia. All these are causes of accumulation of fat into the particular organ, especially liver, kidney, heart. फीचर क्या होता है? एक तो हो गया फैट डिपोजिशन, उसके वजह से द ऑर्गन विल गेट लार्ज, देयर इज लार्ज लिपिड वैक्यूल्स एंड ग्रॉस येलो enlarged liver. If the fat is accumulated within the liver will get enlarged and will get yellow in color. So these are morphological feature in case of steatosis or fatty changes. Next, irreversible cell injury. Irreversible cell injury मतलब the injury is severe or prolonged. the cell cannot recover, the cell cannot survive. Okay, ultimately the cell death will occur. That is irreversible cell injury. There is severe ATP depletion, membrane rupture, massive calcium influx, lysosomal rupture, nuclear disruption, and the outcome. These are the feature in case of irreversible cell injury, and the outcomes are necrosis, gangrene, फेरोप्टोसिस, पायरोप्टोसिस, एपोप्टोसिस, ऑल दिस. ओके, सो ये सब आता है. ठीक है, इरिवर्सिबल सेल इंजरी का फीचर: सीवियर एटीपी डिप्लीशन, मेम्ब्रेन रप्चर, मैसिव कैल्शियम इन्फ्लक्स, लाइसोसोमल रप्चर एंड न्यूक्लियर डिसरप्शन, एंड उसका अल्टीमेट आउटकम इज नेक्रोसिस और एपोप्टोसिस और गैंग्रीन. Now, what is necrosis? Necrosis is uncontrolled cell death. Okay, uncontrolled cell death, accidental uncontrolled cell death occurring in the living tissue due to severe injury. As it is a form of irreversible cell injury, so this is due to severe injury from where the cell cannot survive, and ultimately end result is cell death. Characteristics क्या होंगे? The cell swelling, membrane rupture, leakage of the enzyme, inflammation, and tissue damage. So all these are the features of necrosis. All these are the feature of necrosis, the irreversible cell injury. Next, this is very important for MCQ purpose. Nuclear changes necrosis. Nuclear changes in necrosis. Okay, if the cell get necrosed, if there is lack of blood supply, if there is ischemia, the cell will not get proper blood supply, and ultimately the cell death will occur. This is called necrosis. उसके वजह से जो न्यूक्लियस का चेंजेस होता है, फर्स्ट वन इज पिक्नोसिस, सेकंड वन इज कैरियोडेक्सिस, एंड द थर्ड वन इज कैरियोलाइसिस. पिक्नोसिस मतलब न्यूक्लियस श्रिंक हो जाना. ओके, श्रिंकेज और एट्रोपी ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस, दैट इज कॉल्ड पिक्नोसिस. सेकंड वन इज, एक तो हो गया श्रिंकेज, नेक्स्ट वन इज फ्रैगमेंटेशन. द न्यूक्लियस विल गेट फ्रैगमेंटेड, एंड द थर्ड वन इज न्यूक्लियस डिसोल्यूशन. ओके, डिसोल्यूट हो जाना, दैट इज कॉल्ड कैरियोलाइसिस. So pycnosis, karyolexis, and karyolysis. As you can see over the picture, pycnosis, this is the pycnosis, this is karyolexis, that is the fragmentation, and ultimately the resolution, the karyolysis. So these are the nuclear changes in case of irreversible cell injury or in case of necrosis. Now, types of necrosis. First one is coagulative. There are 5 types of necrosis: coagulative, colliquative necrosis, colliquative or liquefactive necrosis, caseative necrosis, fat necrosis, and fibrinoid necrosis. Among these 5, coagulative necrosis is commonest one. Got it? Coagulative is commonest one. Commonest form. This is also an important MCQ. Commonest form of necrosis is coagulative. Cause is ischemia. Due to ischemia. Okay, this is important cause, ischemia. Common organ to be affected due to coagulative necrosis: heart, kidney, spleen, all the solid organ. Okay, mostly the solid organ get affected due to coagulative necrosis. There is coagulation of the protein. Okay, example is myocardial infarction. In case of myocardial infarction, the heart will get not proper blood supply. Okay, and in that condition, coagulative necrosis is seen in case of heart due to ischemia. In case of burn, also coagulative necrosis is seen. Burn is another condition जहाँ पे coagulative necrosis दिखा जाता है, and that is the commonest form of necrosis. Next one is liquefactive necrosis. As the name says, liquefactive, so the material will get liquefied. Okay, क्यों होता है? Due to bacterial infection, due to fungal infection. Okay, and in which organ this is commonly seen? In case of brain. This one is important. In case of brain, which type of necrosis is seen? That is liquefactive necrosis. So liquefactive necrosis मतलब brain हो गया. Feature: tissue become liquid, that is liquefied. Pus formation. Okay, brain में होता है, so brain abscess is a kind of liquefactive necrosis का example. Got it? So this is all about liquefactive and coagulative necrosis. Now, caseous मतलब cheese like. Caseous necrosis मतलब the material will get cheese like material. Commonest cause is tuberculosis. याद रखना, commonest cause of caseous necrosis is TB, tuberculosis. Okay, tuberculosis is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis, MTB. Feature is, as I said, cheese like appearance or granuloma formation. Okay, and there is amorphous eosinophilic debris. So among this caseous necrosis causes tuberculosis. It is important one. The bacterial cause of कैजियस नेक्रोसिस इज ट्यूबरक्लोसिस, सिफिलिस में भी होता है, ठीक है, कैजियस नेक्रोसिस. बट इफ द क्वेश्चन सेड द फंगल कॉज ऑफ कैजियस नेक्रोसिस, the answer will be histoplasma, coccidiomycosis. These are a few fungus that causes caseous kind of necrosis. Okay. Now fat necrosis. Fat necrosis matlab the body contain fat, the body organ contain more fat, that parts are more vulnerable to this kind of necrosis, fat necrosis. That is pancreatitis. Okay, pancreas. पैंक्रियास में ज्यादा होता है फैट नेक्रोसिस ड्यू टू एनी काइंड ऑफ ट्रॉमा. देयर इज सैपोनिफिकेशन. ओके, सो फैट नेक्रोसिस कहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा होता है? इन केस ऑफ पैंक्रेटाइटिस. एब्डोमेन, ब्रेस्ट में भी हो सकता है, लेकिन पैंक्रियासिस मोर कॉमनली affected. Example is acute pancreatitis. Now fibrinoid necrosis occurs in blood vessels. Okay, blood vessels. Due to, क्यों होता है? Due to immune mediated any kind of vascular injury. Vascular injury कहाँ पे देखा जाता है? In case of vasculitis, that is inflammation or malignant hypertension. So fibrinoid kind of necrosis कहाँ पे दिखा जाता है? Blood vessel में. क्यों दिखा जाता है? Due to vascular injury. Example vasculitis. Another example malignant hypertension. Got it? Next. Now the gangrene. Gangrene मतलब nothing but necrosis का जितना भी feature है, all those plus putrefaction. Necrosis plus superheated putrefaction, that is called gangrene, just in a one line. Okay, gangrene is the death of the cell or tissue. That is necrosis, usually due to loss of blood supply. Loss of blood supply मतलब ischemia. Due to ischemia, there is necrosis, there is tissue death. So gangrene is a feature of that necrosis plus complicated with bacterial infection, that is putrefaction. So gangrene matlab necrosis, necrosis plus superheated putrefaction. Necrosis plus putrefaction comprise of gangrene. इसका दो variety है. First one is digangrene, wet gangrene, and another special variety, that is gas gangrene. Digangrene मतलब ischemia होता है दोनों variety में, in case of dry and wet, but in case of dry gangrene there is no infection, that is without infection. In case of dry gangrene, what kind of necrosis is seen? Coagulative necrosis. Okay, because I have already told कि gangrene मतलब necrosis plus putrefaction. So in case of dry gangrene, which type of necrosis? Coagulative. In case of wet gangrene, which kind of necrosis? That is liquefactive. Okay, याद रखना, MCQ में आता है. So in case of digangrene, ischemia without infection. Which kind of necrosis? Coagulative. In case of wet gangrene, ischemia with bacterial infection. Which kind of necrosis? That is liquefactive necrosis. Okay. And digangrene कहाँ पे दिखा जाता है? In case of distal. Di से याद रखना, D for dry and D for distal body parts. Okay. Toe, fingers, इसमें इस सब जगह में ज्यादा दिखा जाता है in dry gangrene, and that is due to only arterial occlusion. Digangrene is due to arterial occlusion only. But in case of wet gangrene, देखो इसका severity ज्यादा है because there is bacterial infection. So this is due to both arterial and venous occlusion. याद रखना. In case of wet gangrene, occlusion of both. In case of dry, occlusion of artery only. And gas gangrene is due to Clostridium perfringens, Clostridium tetani, Clostridium welchi, Clostridium perfringens, this kind of organism causing gas gangrene, producing gas and alpha toxin. So this is also an MCQ कि Clostridium group of organism producing which kind of toxin? Alpha toxin. Okay, and that those are gas forming organism, that is called gas gangrene. Any kind of severe, after road accident, after severe injury, if the infected wound is left open, this kind of gas forming organism will affect the part and form gas, that form crepitus, a gas bubble filled sound, that is crepitus is a feature of gas gangrene. Okay, ये देखो, crepitus is a characteristic sign of gas gangrene. This is nothing but a sound due to gas bubbles, gas filled bubbles. Okay, crepitus. Digangrene has a clear line of demarcation. Wet gangrene and gas gangrene are surgical emergency due to risk of sepsis and rapid tissue destruction. Digangrene मतलब clear demarcation मतलब कितना दूर हेल्दी पार्ट है एंड कहाँ से इंजुरी स्टार्ट हुआ है. देयर आर distinct line of separation in case of digangrene. But in case of wet gangrene, in case of gas gangrene, the condition is very poor condition. There is excessive sepsis, excessive tissue destruction. So you cannot demarcate which part is healthy, which part is disease portion. Okay, so there is no line of demarcation, but it is present in case of digangrene. Next, this is a snapshot. Dye, wet, and gas gangrene. Cause digangrene is due to ischemia, wet is due to ischemia plus bacterial infection, gas is due to Clostridium infection. Infection in case of digangrene it is absent, but it is present in case of both wet and gas gangrene. Type of necrosis: in case of digangrene there is coagulative necrosis. In case of wet gangrene there is liquefactive, along with coagulative भी present रहता है mostly the liquefactive. And in case of gas gangrene there is muscle necrosis with toxin mediated destruction. Which type of toxin? Alpha toxin. Okay, because Clostridium produces alpha toxin, I have already told. Appearance: in case of dry, it is dry, black and shriveled. But wet, as the name said, wet मतलब वहाँ पे moist, swollen और foul smelling आएगा. ठीक है. और in case of gas gangrene also same like wet gangrene, swollen with gas and crepitus. This is the special variety in case of gas gangrene, crepitus and gas. Margin are well defined because I have already told कि line of demarcation is present in case of gas gangrene, whereas it is absent in case of wet and gas gangrene. It is poorly defined. Okay, same. Progression slow because there is only occlusion of the artery, so it will develop slowly. But here tissue destruction is very much, so progression is very fatal, progression is very rapid. In case of gas gangrene more rapid. Common site: toe and finger. Dry से याद रखना, D for dry, D for distal. Wet gangrene bowel, diabetic foot में wet gangrene दिखा जाता है. And in case of any kind of deep muscle and traumatic wound there is gas gangrene. Gas formation only present in case of gas gangrene, and septicemia is very common in case of gas gangrene, also common in wet gangrene, but it is not present or rare in case of digangrene. So this is all about gangrene and its variety with their features. Now we will move to apoptosis, the another variety of cell injury, or rather say irreversible cell injury or cell death. It is programmed cell death. याद रखना, programmed cell death is apoptosis, and uncontrolled cell death is necrosis. Okay, different term, different answer. Apoptosis is programmed energy dependent form of cell death that eliminates the unwanted or damaged cell without causing inflammation. So here is no sign of inflammation in case of apoptosis. Apoptosis से याद रखो, apoptosis A for A से apoptosis, A for absent. Okay, so sign of inflammation is absent in case of apoptosis. Okay, sign of inflammation is absent in case of apoptosis, but it is present in case of necrosis. यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Cell shrinkage. This is important one. Cell shrinkage is a feature of which kind of cell injury? That is apoptosis. There is chromatin condensation, blaving or blave formation in the membrane, formation of the apoptotic bodies, and no inflammation. That is absence of inflammation. So these are the characteristics of apoptosis. Very, very important. Programmed cell death, cell shrinkage, no inflammation, chromatin condensation, membrane blaving. All these are features of apoptosis. Okay, next, cause physiological embryogenesis में दिखा जाता है, hormonal withdrawal, endometrial shedding during menstruation. All these are physiological cause of apoptosis. And pathological में क्या क्या आएंगे? DNA damage, any kind of viral infection or chemo or radiation therapy. These are all pathological cause of apoptosis, pathological cause of cell death. But these are physiological cause of cell death, that is embryogenesis, hormonal withdrawal, and endometrial shedding. Now reversible and irreversible में क्या differences होता है? In case of reversible, the recovery is possible. As the name said, recovery possible. Irreversible, not possible. ATP is decreased, but it is mild. But here is also depletion, but it is severe. As the name said, irreversible. The membrane is intact रहता है in case of reversible cell injury, but it is ruptured in case of irreversible cell injury. Cell swelling is present mild swelling is present in case of reversible cell injury, but there is severe damage of the cell organelle in case of irreversible cell injury. The nucleus is normal or clumping of the chromatin is present in case of reversible cell injury, but all those nuclear changes, as I've already told, pycnosis, karyorrhexis, and karyolysis. Karyorrhexis matlab nuclear fragmentation, karyolysis matlab dissolution, and pycnosis matlab atrophy. Okay, so these are kind of nuclear changes seen in case of irreversible cell injury. An outcome, cell will survive in case of reversible, but ultimate fate is cell death in case of irreversible cell injury. मतलब more or less features are same, but intensity is differ between these two. Now, snapshot of necrosis and apoptosis. क्या क्या होता है? Necrosis में it is accidental or uncontrolled cell death, but it is programmed cell death in case of apoptosis. ठीक है, apoptosis में P है, ठीक है, यहाँ पे प्रोग्राम याद रखना. नेक्रोसिस में सेल स्वेलिंग, एपोप्टोसिस में सेल श्रिंकेज, नेक्रोसिस में rupture of the membrane, but it is intact with formation of the bleb in case of apoptosis. Inflammation present, inflammation absent. As I have already told, inflammation absent, A for absent, A for apoptosis absent. Energy ATP independent, but it needs ATP, ATP dependent. Okay. Random degradation होता है in case of necrosis, DNA में, and ordered fragmentation. Groups of cell get affected in case of necrosis, but single cell affected in case of apoptosis. The outcome अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ पे there is cell or tissue damage in case of necrosis, but in case of apoptosis that is physiological or control removal. Okay, so these are few basic difference between these two kind of irreversible cell injury. Among this, the programmed cell death, cell shrinkage, intact, living, inflammation, this point are very much more important in case of apoptosis as well as necrosis. And this one also, single cell and groups of cell, ATP independent, ATP dependent. These are more important. Okay. Now, let's check a few important points. Most common cause of cell injury, hypoxia or ischemia. Okay. Earliest reversible cell injury, that is hydropic changes. I have already told ki among the 4 changes of morphological changes in case of reversible injury, hydropic change or cell swelling is commonest one or earliest one. Commonest form of necrosis, coagulative necrosis. ब्रेन में कौन सा नेक्रोसिस देखा जाता है? दैट इज लिक्विफैक्टिव नेक्रोसिस. ट्यूबरकुलोसिस में कैजियट नेक्रोसिस. एक्यूट पैंक्रेटाइटिस में फैट नेक्रोसिस. प्रोग्राम सेल डेथ मतलब एपोप्टोसिस. न्यूक्लियर चेंजेस नेक्रोसिस में क्या क्या होता है? पिक्नोसिस, दैट इज सेल एट्रोपी और सेल श्रिंकेज. देन कैरियोरेक्सिस, दैट इज द फ्रेगमेंटेशन ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस. एंड लास्टली द karyolysis, that is the dissolution of the nucleus. So these are few nuclear changes in case of necrosis. Next one, सेल एडेप्टेशन. ओके, सेल एडेप्टेशन ये तो हो गया सेल इंजुरी. सेल इंजुरी का टाइप, क्या क्या वेराइटीज है, उसका क्या क्या फीचर होता है, एंड ऑल दिस थिंग्स. नाउ द सेल्यूलर एडेप्टेशन. सेल्यूलर एडेप्टेशन इज द रिवर्सिबल स्ट्रक्चरल एंड फंक्शनल रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ द सेल टू द फिजियोलॉजिकल और पैथोलॉजिकल स्ट्रेस, allowing them to survive and maintain the function under altered conditions. Cellular adaptation मतलब kind of susceptibility जैसा होता है. ठीक है, कोई भी एक injurious agent आया and cell will try to compensate the injury by various kind of process, by various kind of physiological or maybe pathological process. That is the cellular adaptation. That process is called cellular adaptation. That kind of cell behavior is called cell adaptation. Okay, so if the stress मतलब nothing but that injurious agent that causing cell injury, उसको ही stress बोलते हैं. ठीक है, if the stress is mild to moderate, the cell will adapt the injury. Okay, cell can survive that injury because it is mild or moderate. But if the stress or if the injurious agent is very severe and उसका duration अगर बहुत ज़्यादा होता है, prolonged होता है, then can the cell survive? No, the cell cannot adapt or cells cannot survive that injury, and ultimately the cell injury or very severely cell injury will occur. Okay, ultimately the cell death will occur. And if there is very severity, there is irreversible cell injury and cell death is the final outcome, that is the necrosis and apoptosis. Okay, so as you can see over here, कि as per intensity of the stress, इसका फीचर भी अलग अलग होता है. ठीक है, if the stress is mild or moderate, cell can adapt. If it is severe, the cell injury will occur, and if it is very severe, then irreversible kind of cell injury or the cell death will occur. Got it? Next, type of cellular adaptation. There are major 5 types of cellular adaptation. What are they? Hypertrophy, hyperplasia, atrophy, metaplasia, and another one is dysplasia. Dysplasia is pre-malignant rather than true adaptation. So dysplasia मतलब dysplasia के अंदर जितना भी neoplasia का feature होता है pre-malignancy का, all the features are present in case of dysplasia. That is why it is called pre-malignant rather a cellular adaptation process. So mainly there are atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia, and dysplasia. Metaplasia also can turn over into malignant condition. Okay, बस डिस्प्लासिया में ज्यादा मतलब ज्यादा इंटेंसिटी होता है टर्न टुवर्ड्स मैलिग्नेंसी. नेक्स्ट, हाइपरट्रॉपी. हाइपरट्रॉपी मतलब हाइपर मतलब ज्यादा एंड ट्रॉपी मतलब ग्रोथ. ओके, ज्यादा ग्रोथ किसका? सेल का. सो द साइज ऑफ द सेल, ज्यादा ग्रोथ किसका? सेल का साइज. सो हाइपरट्रॉपी इज इंक्रीज इन साइज ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल सेल लीडिंग टू एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ द affected organ without an increase in number of the cell. So in case of hypertrophy, only the cell size is getting enlarged. So the cell का जो size है वो enlarge होता है and automatically the organ will get enlarged in size. Cause क्या क्या होता है फिजियोलॉजिकल में? स्केलेटल मसल एनलार्जमेंट विद एक्सरसाइज. जो लोग एक्सरसाइज करते हैं, जिम करते हैं, ओके, पर्टिकुलर एक मसल को ट्रेन करते हैं एंड देयर इज हाइपरट्रॉफी ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर मसल, बाइसेप, ट्राइसेप, लाइक दिस. एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ द यूटेरस ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी, द स्मूथ मसल हाइपरट्रॉफी होता है. ठीक है, ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी देयर इज ह्यूज एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ द यूटेरस, दैट इज अ काइंड ऑफ hypertrophy, that is a kind of physiological hypertrophy. Okay, so these two are example of physiological kind of hypertrophy: skeletal muscle enlargement with exercise and along with enlargement of the uterus during pregnancy. Hypertrophy मतलब enlarged size हो गया. Next, now physiological होता है, pathological में भी तो होता है. कहाँ? Hypertension causing left ventricular hypertrophy, aortic valve stenosis. Okay, if there is hypertension, if there is left ventricular hypertrophy, okay, the heart will try to pump more blood. Okay, heart will pump more blood and the heart muscle जो होता है that will ultimately become hypertrophic. particular एक muscle अगर बहुत काम करेगा तो that will get hypertrophy. So this kind of thing will come under pathological variety of hypertrophy. Okay, along with aortic valve stenosis. These two are example of pathological kind of hypertrophy. Next is hyperplasia. Hyperplasia मतलब increase in number of the cell. Hypertrophy में size, hyperplasia में number. Increase in number of the cell. Why? Due to increased cell division resulting in enlargement of the organ. So in case of both hypertrophy and hyperplasia, there is increase in size of the organ, but the form is different. Okay, hypertrophy में size and hyperplasia में number of the cell is getting increased. Got it? Next, यहाँ पे भी टाइप है फिजियोलॉजिकल हाइपरप्लासिया. क्या होता है? ड्यूरिंग प्यूबर्टी देयर इज एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? थैलार्की. ओके, सो ड्यूरिंग प्यूबर्टी देयर इज एनलार्जमेंट ऑफ द ब्रेस्ट. दिस इज अ फिजियोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस. सो फिजियोलॉजिकल हाइपरप्लासिया. breast also growth occurs growth breast growth also occur during pregnancy. So this is also a physiological variety, physiological hyperplasia. Also the endometrial proliferation during the menstrual cycle. So all these are physiological process जहाँ पे the cell number is getting increased. Okay, and subsequently the organ get enlarged in size. All these are physiological hyperplasia. Next, pathological hyperplasia occurs because of excessive hormonal or growth factor stimulation. कहाँ पे होता है? Like benign prostatic hyperplasia. In case of old aged person, there is enlargement of the prostate, and consequently there is difficulty in urination frequency. हाँ, okay. सब कुछ इसके वजह से होता है. Benign prostatic hyperplasia, the prostate gland getting enlarged in size due to hyperplasia, endometrial hyperplasia due to excessive estrogen, or in kind of viral warts, that is human papilloma virus infection. Okay, so these are all example of pathological hyperplasia where the cell size cell number is getting increased due to some pathological situations. Okay, now atrophy matlab decrease in size of the cell. Okay, sometimes number of the cell also, mainly size of the cell. Hypertrophy का opposite, hypertrophy में increase in size, atrophy में decrease in size, leading to shrinkage of the organ. Shrinkage of the organ, cell shrinkage is a feature of, किसमें था cell shrinkage, कहाँ पे बोला था? Which kind of irreversible cell injury having the feature of cell shrinkage? बोलो.
Apoptosis.
Apoptosis, yes. So यहाँ पे cause क्या क्या है? Physiological atrophy, embryonic structure after birth, okay, ductus venosus, ये सब obliterated हो जाता है. So all these are physiological atrophy. Thymus after puberty, uterus का size छोटा हो जाता है after menopause due to hormonal withdrawal. So these are physiological process. Physiologically होता है organ getting shrinkage or organ getting small in size due to cell size कम हो जाना, that is physiological atrophy. Now pathological atrophy कहाँ पे हो सकता है? If there is immobilized limb, if there is any kind of nerve injury that causing muscle wasting, if there is any kind of reduced blood supply, all these are come under pathological atrophy. Now malnutrition, protein calorie deficiency, cancer, any kind of cachexia, low endocrine stimulation, that is endometrial hypertrophy after the menopause, aging. In case of aging, there is senile hypertrophy of the brain, heart muscle or skeletal muscle. All these are coming under pathological variety of atrophy. Okay, where there is lack of movement of the body or lack of nutrition or lack of any kind of endocrine stimulation or due to aging. Okay, senile atrophy of the brain, heart, skeletal muscle, all will come under pathological atrophy. Now metaplasia, this is also a kind of cellular adaptation. What is that? It is a reversible change in which one type of cell getting changes into another type. In case of atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, we have already seen size is getting increased, in some point size is getting decreased, in some point the cell number is getting increased. But here one kind of cell type is changes into another type of cell, one variety of cell changes into another variety, that is called metaplasia. Okay, so reversible change in which one type of mature differentiated cell is replaced by another mature cell, that is better. Okay, so क्यों होता है? दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ रिप्रोग्रामिंग ऑफ द स्टेम सेल रिप्रोग्रामिंग के वजह से ये होता है. ठीक है, सो स्टेम सेल रिप्रोग्रामिंग मतलब दिस इज अ प्रोसेस बाय व्हिच वन काइंड ऑफ सेल इज गेटिंग चेंजेस इनटू अनदर काइंड ऑफ चेंजेस. So in case of metaplasia, one variety of cell is getting changes into another variety. इसका दो वैरायटी होता है, columnar metaplasia and squamous metaplasia. Columnar metaplasia मतलब replacement of the squamous epithelium by columnar epithelium, and यहाँ पे in case of squamous metaplasia replacement of the columnar epithelium but by stratified squamous epithelium. So replacement हो रहा है and that get changes into another. So changes होकर जो फॉर्म कर रहा है that is the name of that metaplasia. देखो था कॉलमनर बन गया स्क्वामस, सो इसका नाम है स्क्वामस एपिथेलियम, स्क्वामस मेटाप्लासिया. यहाँ पे था स्क्वामस एपिथेलियम बट इट गेटिंग चेंजेस इनटू कॉलमनर, सो इसका नेम है कॉलमनर एपिथेलियम और कॉलमनर मेटाप्लासिया. सो अल्टीमेट जो एंड रिजल्ट होता है, अल्टीमेट गेटिंग चेंजेस इनटू व्हिच वैरायटी, दैट एज पर दैट नेम इसका नेम होता है. ठीक है, स्क्वामस मेटाप्लासिया एंड अनदर वन इज कॉलमनर मेटाप्लासिया. Columnar metaplasia का example Barrett's esophagus due to chronic gastroesophageal reflux disorder. Okay, ड्यू टू क्रॉनिक गैस्ट्रोइसोफेजियल रिफ्लक्स डिसऑर्डर, और जीआरडी का एक कॉम्प्लिकेशन है दिस काइंड ऑफ बैरेट्स इसोफेगस, जहाँ पे whereas squamous metaplasia is present in case of squamous epithelium is present in case of esophagus, and columnar epithelium is present in stomach. So but due to long exposure to this kind of reflux, the columnar epithelium of the esophagus getting changes into, squamous epithelium of the esophagus is getting changes into columnar variety in case of Barrett's esophagus. This is a kind of example of columnar metaplasia, the squamous epithelium of the esophagus getting changes into columnar epithelium, kind of columnar metaplasia. Okay, एज आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड कि डिस्प्लासिया में तो बहुत चांसेस है दैट में टर्न इनटू मैलिग्नेंसी, मेटाप्लासिया में भी हो सकता है. ठीक है, मेटाप्लासिया में ये देखो ये एग्जांपल है, दिस इज आल्सो वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली आस्क्ड एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन कि there is increased chances of formation of adenocarcinoma in case of columnar metaplasia due to Barrett's esophagus. If the condition is getting turned into malignancy, which kind of malignancy will be there? There will be adenocarcinoma variety. Okay, now squamous metaplasia, replacement of the columnar epithelium by stratified squamous epithelium. कहाँ पे होता है? In case of smokers of the smoker's lung or bronchi of the smokers, there is increased chance of squamous cell carcinoma. In case of smokers, the bronchial epithelium consists of columnar epithelium. Due to excessive smoking, long continuous smoking, the columnar epithelium get changes into stratified squamous epithelium. This type of metaplasia or this kind of cell changes occurs in case of bronchus, in case of smoker. This is an example of the squamous metaplasia. देखो यहाँ पे there is risk of squamous cell carcinoma, whereas in case of Barrett's esophagus there is chances of the adenocarcinoma. Okay, now dysplasia मतलब disordered organization, dysplasia मतलब disordered growth. किसका disordered growth? ओवरऑल द सेल, इसका साइज हो सकता है, उसका शेप हो सकता है, उसका अरेंजमेंट, ऑल आर डिसऑर्गेनाइज्डली अरेंज्ड. ओके, दिस इज डिस्प्लासिया. It is not truly an adaptation, but it is a pre-malignant condition, pre-malignant lesion. यहाँ पे क्या देखा जाता है? Pleomorphism, that is shape, size of the cell is different. Okay, that is pleomorphism. Hyperchromatic nucleus मतलब nucleus बहुत ज़्यादा dark stain होता है. There is increased NC ratio, that is increased nuclear cytoplasmic ratio. Normal जो होता है उससे बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है. Increased mitotic figures, increased cell division and loss of normal cellular architecture. मतलब एक कैंसर सेल में जिस तरह का चेंजेस दिखा जाता है, ऑल काइंड ऑफ प्री-मैलिग्नेंट चेंजेस is seen in case of dysplasia. That is why it is called a pre-malignant lesion. Pleomorphism, hyperchromatic nucleus, increased nucleocytoplasmic ratio, increased mitotic figures and loss of normal cell architecture. Now this is a snapshot of hypertrophy, hyperplasia, atrophy, metaplasia, dysplasia. देखो, first one is cell size. In case of hypertrophy, cell size increase. Cell number में कुछ फर्क नहीं है यहाँ पे. It is reversible. हाँ, it is reversible. And example, left ventricular hypertrophy in case of hypertension. I have already told. Hyperplasia मतलब cell size में कुछ फर्क नहीं. But main thing is here the cell number. In case of hyperplasia, there is increased number of the cell. It is also irreversible. Example क्या बताया? Hyperplasia, benign prostatic hyperplasia, BHP. Okay. Now atrophy मतलब cell size, opposite to hypertrophy. Hypertrophy में increase in size, atrophy में decrease in size. Atrophy में cell number में decrease, but cell size will absolutely decrease. Okay. It is also reversible and muscle wasting after immobilization, and there are many more example I have already discussed. All these are example of atrophy. In case of metaplasia, cell type get changes, okay, but no changes in the cell number. It is also reversible. Squamous metaplasia in case of smokers, just described, एक दो स्लाइड पहले ही डिस्क्राइब किया था, वो सब आएंगे इसका एग्जांपल में. ठीक है. डिस्प्लासिया में एबनॉर्मल सेल और डिसऑर्गेनाइज्डली अरेंज सेल. सेल नंबर, it is also variable. Cell number may increase or may decrease. Okay, because it is disorganizedly arranged, can occur any kind of thing. Okay, and it is reversible or not. In early stage it may be reversible, but as the condition progress it will turn into malignant condition. Okay, as this is pre-malignant condition. And dysplasia का example cervical dysplasia. Okay, now एट्रोपी मतलब इंक्रीज इन सेल साइज, हाइपरप्लासिया सेल नंबर इंक्रीज, एट्रोपी मतलब डिक्रीज सेल साइज, मेटाप्लासिया रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ वन टाइप ऑफ सेल टू अनदर टाइप, डिस्प्लासिया मतलब प्रीकैंसरस कंडीशन एंड disorganizedly arranged. Cardiac muscle adapts mainly by hypertrophy because cardiomyocytes have very limited capacity to divide. Okay, so cardiac muscle में which kind of adaptability सबसे ज्यादा देखा जाता है, that is hypertrophy. Okay, hypertrophy. We commonly said na left ventricular hypertrophy, right ventricular hypertrophy. So in case of cardiac muscle which kind of thing is commonly seen, that is hypertrophy. And liver regeneration में is a classical example of compensatory hyperplasia. Liver regeneration is a classical example of compensatory hyperplasia. याद रखना these two. Next, चलो कुछ MCQ प्रैक्टिस करते हैं. Wait. एक सेकेंड. এটা কি হচ্ছে? बोलो. Cellular adaptation is best defined as irreversible injury of the cell, structural and functional changes allowing cell to survive stress,
Ma'am, option B.
cell death,
Option B.
mutation of DNA.
Option B.
Option B, yes. Cell adaptation मतलब structural and functional changes that allowing the cell to survive the stress. Hypertrophy is increase
in
Option
cell
B.
size.
Option B.
Okay, increase in cell size, that is hypertrophy. Hyperplasia occurs due to
Increases cell number. Cell number.
okay, increase in number of the cell, that is hyperplasia. Increase in size, that is hypertrophy. Which tissue commonly undergoes hypertrophy but not hyperplasia?
Cardiac muscles.
Cardiac muscle.
Yes, mostly cardiac muscle mein there is hypertrophy, not hyperplasia. Benign prostatic hyperplasia is an example of physiological hyperplasia, pathological hyperplasia.
Pathological hyperplasia.
Option B.
Yes, it is pathological hyperplasia. Liver regeneration after partial hepatectomy is metaplasia, compensatory hyperplasia, dysplasia, necrosis.
Option B.
Compensatory hyperplasia.
Yes, in last few slide I have already discussed compensatory hyperplasia. The example is liver regeneration. Enlargement of the uterus during pregnancy occurs mainly by hyperplasia only, hypertrophy of the smooth muscle, atrophy, dysplasia. B.
Option B.
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy of smooth muscle. Yes, hypertrophy of the smooth muscle. Okay. देखो इन केस ऑफ प्रेग्नेंट यूटेरस में हाइपरट्रॉपी हाइपरप्लासिया दोनों ही होता है, बट इन केस ऑफ यूटेरस हाइपरट्रॉपी ज्यादा, बट इन केस ऑफ ब्रेस्ट हाइपरप्लासिया ज्यादा, बट ऑकर्स बोथ हाइपरट्रॉपी एंड हाइपरप्लासिया बोथ ऑकर्स इन केस ऑफ ब्रेस्ट एंड यूटेरस, बट इन केस ऑफ यूटेरस हाइपरट्रॉपी ज्यादा, इन केस ऑफ ब्रेस्ट हाइपरप्लासिया ज्यादा. ठीक है. हाइपरट्रॉपी इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय, sorry, atrophy is characterized by
Decrease in cell
Decrease in
size.
cell size.
brown atrophy of the heart is caused by accumulation of hemosiderin, melanin, lipofuscin, bilirubin.
Lipofuscin.
Yes, lipofuscin deposition causes atrophy and causes brownish discoloration in case of heart. That's why it is called brown atrophy of the heart. Lipofuscin is a kind of pigment. Okay. Next, squamous metaplasia commonly occurs in smoker, athletes, pregnancy, diabetes.
Smokers.
Smokers.
Smokers. Okay. Squamous metaplasia. From where it converts into squamous metaplasia?
All.
बोलो. From columnar, है ना? Yes, in case of bronchial epithelium, there is columnar epithelium that getting changes into squamous metaplasia, squamous epithelium in case of smokers. Barrett's esophagus is an example of
Columnar metaplasia.
Dysplasia.
Barrett's esophagus dysplasia. ये पढ़ा है इतना देर तक.
Columnar metaplasia.
Columnar metaplasia, Barrett's esophagus and smoker's lung both are example of metaplasia, but Barrett's esophagus is an example of कहाँ से क्या होता है यहाँ पे?
Squamous into columnar.
Yes, from squamous to columnar. मैंने क्या बताया? जो form कर रहा है, that by that name main name is formed. Okay, from squamous it is converted into columnar, so it is an example of columnar metaplasia. And in case of smoker's lung, the columnar epithelium getting changes into squamous, so this is an example of squamous metaplasia. Okay. Dysplasia is best described as
Pre-malignant disordered growth.
yes. And in case of this smoker's lung, which kind of carcinoma का ज्यादा chances होता है? In case of smoker's lung, which kind of malignancy is more prone to develop?
Squamous cell carcinoma.
Yes, very good. Squamous cell carcinoma. And in case of Barrett's esophagus?
Columnar.
Carcinoma. Which kind of carcinoma?
Adenocarcinoma.
Adenocarcinoma.
Yes, adenocarcinoma. In case of Barrett's esophagus, there is chance of development of the adenocarcinoma, and in case of smoker's lung, there is chances of development of squamous cell carcinoma. Okay. Now, which adaptation has the highest risk of progression to cancer?
Dysplasia.
Dysplasia.
Yes. डिस्प्लेशिया में जितना भी फीचर्स है, न्यूक्लियर साइटोप्लाज्मिक रेशियो ज्यादा हो जाना, ठीक है, उसके बाद हाइपरक्रोमेटिज्म, प्लियोमॉर्फिज्म, डिसऑर्गेनाइज्ड सेल ग्रोथ, लॉस ऑफ बेसल पोलैरिटी, दैट इज न्यूक्लियस जो नॉर्मल पोजीशन से बाहर चले जाता है, मतलब टू द सेंटर टू द पेरिफेरी, ऐसे पोजीशन में चले जाता है, दैट इज लॉस ऑफ बेसल पोलैरिटी. ऑल दीज आर द फीचर्स ऑफ इन केस ऑफ डिस्प्लासिया, इट इज more prone to develop cancer. Pressure on the tissue for prolonged period causes hypertrophic
Pressure atrophy. Pressure atrophy.
Pressure atrophy.
Yes, pressure atrophy. Metaplasia develops because of
Cell division failure. Cell division failure.
yes, no. Metaplasia is not cell division failure. Metaplasia is due to chronic irritation. Chronic irritation के वजह से तो cell one type of cell is changes into another type, है ना? In case of Barrett's esophagus क्या था? Due to prolonged irritation. Yes, prolonged irritation of the गैस्ट्रोइसोफेजियल रिफ्लेक्स डिसऑर्डर, रिफ्लेक्स हो रहा है इसके वजह से द squamous epithelium of the esophagus getting changes into columnar. So this is a kind of irritation, chronic irritation. So metaplasia is developed because of that chronic irritation. Okay. The most common cause of cell injury is
Hypoxia.
Hypoxia.
hypoxia. Okay, all these are causes of cell injury. Trauma, infection, radiation also causes cell injury, but commonest one is hypoxia. And which kind of cell is more prone to this kind of hypoxia? Hypoxia के वजह से कौन सा cell और tissue is more sensitive, most sensitive?
Cardiac tissue.
ब्रेन सेल
एकदम
Brain
फास्ट तो एक दो स्लाइड में बताया. हाँ बोलो. ब्रेन, यस, नर्व सेल, ब्रेन टिश्यू. ठीक है. न्यूरॉन्स is most sensitive, and least sensitive is
स्केलेटल
yes, fibroblast and skeletal muscle is least sensitive, and most sensitive one is neuron or nerve cell. And hypoxia का कितना वैरायटी होता है? 4 टाइप है ना. Anemic hypoxia, histotoxic hypoxia, hypoxic hypoxia, and another one is क्या बोलो?
Stagnant.
Stagnant hypoxia. Which one is commonest variety of hypoxia is
Histotoxic. Hypoxic.
hypoxic hypoxia. Hypoxic hypoxia is commonest variety. Okay, histotoxic hypoxia is due to presence of any kind of presence of toxin के वजह से होता है. In which poisoning histotoxic hypoxia is in?
Cyanide.
Cyanide poisoning. And in case of CO poisoning, carbon monoxide poisoning, that is
Hypoxic.
hypoxic
Hypoxic.
hypoxia. Yes. In case of cyanide poisoning, there is histotoxic hypoxia. In case of carbon monoxide poisoning, there is hypoxic hypoxia. And commonest type of hypoxia is hypoxic hypoxia. Okay. And if there is anemia, where there is reduced hemoglobin to carry the oxygen, in that condition, which kind of hypoxia will develop? Anemic hypoxia. Okay. The earliest manifestation of reversible cell injury is
Cell swelling.
Cell swelling.
Cell swelling.
cell swelling. इसका क्या बोलता है? Hydropic changes. Okay. And fat necrosis is commonly seen. कहाँ पे देखा जाता है fat necrosis?
Pancreas.
Pancreas. Acute pancreatitis में. And karyolysis क्या है ये? What is
Nucleus dissolution.
Dissolution.
न्यूक्लिक मटेरियल का डिवीजन.
this? हाँ, division नहीं. ठीक से बोलो.
Dissolution.
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 The term is dissolution, not division. Okay, it is kind of nuclear changes in case of necrosis or irreversible cell injury, जहाँ पे the end stage. First one is pycnosis. Pycnosis मतलब cell nucleus is getting shrinkage, atrophy. Then karyorrhexis, that is fragmentation, and last one is karyolysis, that is dissolution of the nucleus. Okay. Next one is apoptosis मतलब क्या बोला?
Program cell.
Program. Yes. Apoptosis में inflammation present or absent?
Absent.
Absent. Yes. Apoptosis से A से absent. Okay. ATP depletion primarily causes failure of calcium channel, potassium, sodium pump, DNA repair, lysozyme.
Potassium pump.
Sodium potential pump.
Option B.
Yes. Sodium potassium pump. कहाँ पे रहता है ये? Cell में?
Membrane.
Over the
Membrane.
cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
Yes. Or the plasma membrane. Cell membrane का और एक नाम है plasma membrane. And if the sodium potassium pump is getting damaged, which kind of cell injury will occur? Which kind of changes will occur? Which kind of cell injury? Which kind of cell?
Cell swelling.
Cell swelling, hydropic changes. ठीक है. Fatty changes commonly occurs in brain, liver, bone, skin.
Liver.
लीवर.
हाँ, liver. Fatty changes का और एक नाम क्या था? Steatosis. ठीक है. Steatosis. Morphological changes of reversible cell injury, chart type, hydropic changes, fatty changes, Hyaline changes, hydropic change, Hyaline change, fatty change, mucoid change. Among this, hydropic is commonest and earliest. Next one is steatosis or fatty changes. Most commonest body part to be affected due to this is liver. Okay, alcoholic liver disease होता है ना, fatty liver. So fatty changes most commonly occurs in liver. And brain में which type of necrosis is seen?
Liquefactive.
Liquefactive. Yes. Liver में which kind of necrosis will be seen?
Calcium.
Coagulative.
कोआगुलेटिव, सॉरी, हाँ कोआगुलेटिव. कोआगुलेटिव पता है ना, लिवर, स्प्लीन, किडनी, जितना भी सॉलिड ऑर्गन है, all the organ showing
Coagulative.
coagulative necrosis. And causative necrosis seen in
Granuloma.
granuloma. Answer, granuloma.
Tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis. Granuloma is a feature of causative necrosis.
Syphilis.
Yes, हाँ. So tuberculosis में causative necrosis. Fat necrosis,
Pancreas.
acute
Pancreatitis.
pancreatitis. Yes. And fibrinoid necrosis,
Arteries.
हाँ vasculitis. Arterial
Vasculitis.
injuries की वजह से vasculitis. Okay. And commonest variety is
Coagulative.
coagulative. Very good. बाण में कौन सा kind of necrosis दिखा जाता है?
जी मैम.
बाण में
Coagulative.
Coagulative.
What kind of necrosis is seen in case of wet gangrene?
Coagulative.
Liquefactive.
Liquefactive and coagulative.
हाँ, both.
Both.
But mostly liquefactive. Yes, wet gangrene में. And digangrene में
Coagulative.
coagulative. Gangrene मतलब necrosis plus putrefaction. So necrosis will be seen in both all the varieties of gangrene. ठीक है? In case of dry, coagulative variety. In case of wet, coagulative, along with mainly হচ্ছে liquefactive. And in case of gas gangrene, similar like wet gangrene. है ना? Coagulative plus liquefactive. The most important intercellular event in reversible cell injury is which one?
Cell swelling.
Cell swelling.
Yes, cell swelling. Which organ is most sensitive to hypoxia?
Brain.
Brain. And least sensitive among these four?
Skin.
Skeletal muscle.
Skeletal muscle. Skeletal
Skeletal
muscle.
muscle.
Fibroblast and skeletal muscle is least sensitive. ठीक है? भूलना मत. Free radicals primarily damage which portion? Lipid, DNA, protein?
All of the above.
Yes, all of the above. Oxidative stress causes lipid peroxidation, protein oxidation.
हो गया, दूजा हो गया, फंगल हो गया, सल्फर हो गया, बबल का होलियम हो गया, एस्कुलस हो गया,
All of the above.
सबकी है एसबीएल वाली. और कोई बताइए तो मंगवा ले. चलिए बताते हैं. ये
Who is unmuted? Please mute yourself. Increased intercellular calcium activates.
हाँ चलेगा, मंगवा लीजिए. 6 पीस मंगवा ले रहा तो ऐसे कि एसबीएल का सभी
All okay. यहाँ पे आंसर दिया हुआ है. नेक्रोसिस मतलब एक्सीडेंटल सेल डेथ. ओके. प्रोग्राम सेल डेथ मतलब
Apoptosis.
Apoptosis.
most common type of necrosis coagulative. Coagulative is commonly seen in heart. And in case of brain, liquefactive. Wet gangrene is characterized by no infection, secondary bacterial infection, viral infection, autoimmune disease.
Secondary bacteria.
Secondary bacterial infection.
Yes. And bacterial infection is rare or absent in case of which type of gangrene?
Dry gangrene.
Digangrene is due to occlusion of artery or vein?
Artery.
Artery. And wet is due to
Both.
both. Gas gangrene is caused by
Clostridium.
Clostridium.
Clostridium perfringens, Clostridium welchi. These are gram positive or negative?
Gram positive.
Gram
Positive, spore bearing anaerobic organism. Okay, gas forming organism. And gas gangrene का characteristics क्या होता है? The particular sound, that is
Crepitus.
crepitus. Okay. Nuclear shrinkage is called
Pycnosis.
Pycnosis.
It is a feature of reversible or irreversible cell injury.
Irreversible.
Irreversible.
Irreversible cell injury, yes.
क्रेपिटस बता दीजिए एक बार.
क्रीपिटस मतलब गैस फॉर्मिंग ब्लेब्स. कोई भी एक ब्लेब्स उसका अंदर गैस फॉर्म है तो उसका पर्टिकुलर एक साउंड आता है, ठीक है. दैट इज कॉल्ड क्रीपिटस. नथिंग बट अ ब्लेब filled with gas, okay, that produce a particular sound that is called crepitus. It is due to gas forming organism, that is Clostridium group of organism seen in case of gas gangrene. It is a special feature of gas gangrene, okay. Okay, thank you. Today up to this, we'll be with you in the next class. Chalo, sit quiet.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
मैम
हाँ बोलो.
ये मेरे में रिकॉर्डिंग स्टॉप करने का ऑप्शन आ रहा है अभी.